Where did you?
Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. This is Venetia Alexander Marshall. Welcome. For those of you that are new to my channel, welcome as well. And don't forget, hit the subscribe button at the bottom and make sure you're clicking the bell so when I'm uploading on YouTube, you are notified. Bringing you guys another makeup look. Been a little minute since I've done a makeup look for you guys, so I decided to bring a makeup look and to answer some of you guys' questions. And this one question I always get is about my simple makeup look. So that's what I'm going to be bringing for you guys. I'm going to be bringing you guys a nude makeup look. Very simple, very basic, and you're not going overboard with the makeup look. So some of my current favorite makeup I'm going to be using for you guys. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to get started. As I'm finished here, I'm headed out the door to work in this cold weather. So so yeah, y'all have been asking me questions about doing a simple makeup look, or was using some of my products. So I decided to go ahead and do that. And just to go ahead and let you guys know, my setting and my setup is getting ready to change. I am now invested in ring lights, or I should say my daughter invested in a couple of ring lights, so now we have ring lights here and available. So you will start seeing me shoot my videos using a ring light. As far as our makeup reviews, we will still be in this very setting for the time being for our makeup reviews, so stay tuned for that as well. But you're getting ready to start seeing changes where I'm now going to be shooting with a ring light and the setup is going to be a little different. So that's some of the changes that is coming to my YouTube channel. Okay, so let's go ahead and get started. As always, I have my handy dandy mirror with me, so we're going to go ahead and get started with primer. I'm going to start with the E.L.F Poreless Putty Primer. Here it is. So we're going to start with E.L.F today, and all the products I'm going to be using today I will put in the bottom of the description box. So I'll go ahead and get started with E.L.F. And as you can see, I'm absolutely, this putty primer has lasted me a long time. You see I have a very deep hole. So yeah, I've been using this putty primer. I've had this putty primer rather for quite a long time. So, and I still haven't nudged it. I have a hole literally on one side. Yeah, I don't want to do too much because you can go overboard with this primer, and I got too much. This is one of my favorite primers. So I'll start with that. We do have some, I do have some more makeup looks I'm going to be bringing for you guys. Y'all seem to like when I did my one brand makeup looks during the Christmas holidays that I call the 7 days of makeup looks, featuring one brand. So y'all liked when I did that, so I'm going to do it again using some high-end makeup. I thought I would have time but for the 7 days of makeup, but I did not. And some of you have really asked for another one brand makeup look, using some other drugstore makeup. So I do plan on doing that again. I think I'm going to start with the high end since I left off the high end. It was all drugstore, so I'm going to go ahead and do it for the high end. There we go. All right, we got that worked into the skin here. So for foundation, one of my absolute favorite foundation, this is from Too Faced. This is their Too Faced Born This Way foundation. The shade I am in is Chai. This is the original formula, not the matte one. So if you're not new to my channel, you've been following me, you know this is my absolute favorite foundation. Actually going to try and use this up because I do need to get another one. Alright, so I got my little sponge here, so I am going to go ahead and blend that into the skin. So a lot of my makeup looks I'm going to be using with using a ring light. My daughter finally convinced me to get a TikTok. I have her TikTok, But I'm mainly going to be using my TikTok for my business, so. There we go. So we got that worked into the skin. We're getting that in. Put some of that foundation over my eyes. So yeah, you're getting ready to see a lot of changes to my channel. I've actually already filmed a video using the ring light, but I can't upload it just yet. So I can't really say anything about that content, but you will see it. And that will probably be the very first video you will see with me using the ring light. It's my setup has for like my makeup looks, and I will be more active on both Instagram and TikTok now. You will see it in my other setup. My other setup is going to be over here. I'm looking at it now because the ring light is over there right now. And of course, we have two ring lights. My daughter does use one of them for, well, not one of them. She actually uses both of them when she cuts hair. And right now she is cutting, she has moved back to the house temporarily to cut hair. So that's where she's cutting hair, is here at the house. For concealer, I have since gotten a replacement. I'm using the last of this concealer. This is from Fenty Beauty. This is their Pro Filter Concealer. The shade number I have is 410, so I'm going to go in with Fenty. So yeah, I literally have to scrape because I have almost no concealer in here left. Literally, I'm digging. I am trying to get every scrape of this. And as you can see with the contour where I'm placing it, I am placing it in these areas to also form my reverse contour. I literally like scrape it. So like I did get a replacement of the concealer because this is almost out. So I'm going to go ahead and take my sponge again, and I'm going to go ahead and blend this out. You don't need to go overboard with your concealer, ladies. You don't really need to go overboard. This is all I use, and I make sure I'm forming my reverse contour, and my contour is formed. As you can see, I am forming my contour right here. I'm forming it. You don't have to go overboard. I'm putting that in some of my areas here. And I know a lot of people are doing that painting method for putting on their foundation, concealer, contour. I can't get into that. It seems like it's so much product, and it seems like it's very, very heavy on your face. And I don't like weighty foundations. I don't. I'm going to take my nose, I'm going to blend that out. Take that, blend that. Take it on these parts just to brighten up just a little bit. And you get that nice nude effect. I have to watch my blending on my nose because it does intend to just stay stuck on my nose. I know a lot of people like to watch, like, for their concealers to dry down because it spreads a lot, dry down for more coverage. If you're like me and you're not into super full coverage, I would not suggest you let your concealer dry down, because that's going to not only dry it down a little bit, it's going to spread, and it's going to really brighten you, and then you may end up looking like you have on too much makeup. So if you don't want to do that method, you don't have to. It's really no rules to makeup. So for those of you that are new to my channel, I do set my face twice. My first setting powder, I'm using the last of this. Literally, I'll shake that up like that, put that to the top. This is my Black Radiance True Complexion Loose Setting Powder in Banana. Yeah, the name is gone, and you can see it's, yeah, I'm literally using the last of the setting powder. So I am going to go in with that. If I can open it. I haven't used it in so long. Oh goodness, don't tell me I can't open my setting powder. Oh Lord. I can't open my setting powder. Alright. Maybe I'm not going to go with this because I can't open it. Why's my setting powder not opening? There you go. And then what do? Put it all on my boots. That's just really smart of me. So I'm taking it. I have that, but I'm finna take the excess off. I do bake, but for no more than 60 seconds. I don't need this bake on here long. And that brings out even more of the contour, the reverse contour. And even though I also have I have dry skin, my oils will pop out. Hydrating products work really, really well with my skin, but if it's too hydrating or it's a little bit too much, my face will get super, super, super shiny, and I will end up looking greasy. So I am very, very careful with that. So I'm going to use my big fluffy powder brush, and I'm going to sweep the bake off because I don't keep this on here long. And now again, if you do bake, the longer you leave it on your face, the more brighter your face is going to be. So dust it off in these areas, and it's cutting down the shine. And these products that I'm currently using, I know these work for my face, and I am not going to look cakey. I'm not going to look powdery. I'm not going to look heavy at all on the face. All right, so we got that blended in really, really well, and it also brings out more of that reverse contour. For my second setting powder, I'm going to go in with another favorite of mine. This is from Fenty Beauty. This is their setting powder in Nutmeg. This setting powder has really lasted me a long time. And I think I'm finally starting to get to the nub. I am starting to get to the nub of this. So I just take, again, some of that, and I'm taking that excess off because I don't need that much. I don't need that much setting powder. And I put it in what I call my four corners. And then I'm just taking it and I'm buffing it into my skin. To really get that contour. That contour really set the rest of my face. And as you can see, the contour is still remaining. Because I have not been into a contour, like really contouring in a little minute. I do it every now and then. It's not as often like I used to. Alright, so next we're going to bronze. I'm actually going to bronze. I'm going to use the Juvia's Place Warriors palette. There's so many brown shades in here that I do tend to use it for bronzing. And if you want to use it for contour, I do. So here's what the palette looks like. I always tend to go into this shade right here. So that's what I'm going to go in today. And I'm actually going to use that shade for bronzing. I see I have a little bit of a hole in that little shade because I do tend to use that shade. And I'm just going over that to bronze my entire face. I do bronze my face. People use bronzer to deepen their contour. I use it to really bring color back, and I use it all over. Now, if I want to contour, I will. This also prevents you looking powdery. Not like that. Use a little bit more of this. because I really do like this little palette for bronzing. I really do. Here we go. So we got that all over the face and skin. There we go. So we got that in to the skin. There we go. Alright, so we got that in. Next is blush. For blush, I'm going to still stick with Juvia's Place. I'm going to use the Saharian Blush Volume 1 palette. I'm going to use this for blush today. My other brush. So I really do like the shade Neo. So I am going to use the Neo shade right here. So I'm going to use Neo. And all you need with this is just a little bit. Because I do tend to go a little crazy. Just gonna use just a little bit, bring a little color. And I'm just doing the slightest of color. Yeah, there we go. So I am gonna highlight a little bit, still sticking with the Saharian Volume 1 palette. I'm gonna using this palette for a good little minute because I'm also gonna use this this palette for eyeshadow. So I am gonna go in with the shade Zara, this shimmer shade right here. So I'm going to use that. Just pat it for a little highlighting. And I'm just going to keep the palette here because I'm going to use it for eyeshadow. And it brings out just enough. And see, I'm going to use a lot. A little bit on my nose. There we go. How about that? Alright, so still sticking with the Saharian 1 palette, I'm going to put do some eyeshadow. So I'm still going to stick with the shade Neo. So I am going to use that shade there to put in my crease. Let's see what brush I'm going to use. Let's use this brush. So you see the pigment on here, it's a lot. So I'm going to put that all over the crease area. There we go, we got that all over the crease. Leave that lid open. There we go. Do that. So I kind of like that blown out kind of effect. I am going to go back in with the shade Zara for a little shimmer, and I'm going to put that on the lid. Ooh. Look at there. There we go. Alright, so what I'm doing, I'm just taking it again, but I had the other shade, I'm just blending the two together. So it's not no line of demarcation, and it looks more put together, blended, a little more blown out. So there we go, we have that. So we're good to go with that. Next, I am going to set my face. I always set my face before I put my mascara on. So I am going to go in with my Urban Decay All Nighter Setting Spray. My favorite, absolute One of my favorites. That is my traveling setting spray. When we travel, that is the only setting spray I bring, is my all-nighter from Urban Decay. For mascara, I'm going in with the L'Oreal Voluminous mascara, another favorite. What is going on with me not being able to open stuff today? There you go. So if you're new to my channel, no, I don't wear false lashes. Okay, is this coming to an end? This might be coming to an end. It's too clunky. Do that. There we go. My eyes. Yay! All right, last is lip. And unfortunately, one of these products is discontinued. So I would say find a nice substitute. I'm actually trying to use the last of it since it's discontinued. So for my Lippie, I'm using the BF4 Lippie pencil from Colourpop. There we go. And what I do is I just blend it before I put on the gloss. I already get it worked in. So this is discontinued. This is the Shayla collab with Colourpop. Her lip gloss in the shade Drippin. They don't offer this anymore. I'm trying to use the last of it. Because the other one that she did, when she did her collab with Colourpop, I'm almost out of that too. I'm just going to put that on top. Really blend it. This is also my traveling gloss. Alright, so that is it. We are done with this makeup look. One last look before I head out the door. There we go. So this is my simple makeup look using some of my favorite products. So yeah, you don't have to go overboard with your makeup. This very simple makeup look with a little pop of color on the eyes is just fine. And this is my go-to lip, mainly for travel, or if I want to do something really, really simple. This is the lip that I always tend to go to. So yeah, you can use this technique, use the products that I use. You don't have to go overboard with your makeup, and you're still going to come out very flawless and very put together, and your makeup is not super heavy on your face. So with that being said, this is Venetia Alexander Marshall. I hope you have a great day. Take care. Bye bye.